Hey Student Success, welcome to week 4. After this week, we're officially halfway through with the course already, which is crazy to think that our summer is just flying by. So I want to go ahead and jump in. We are in week 4. We are going to be covering chapters 3 and chapter 8, so the lecture videos are uploaded right there already. I am breaking the assignments into 2 different videos again this week, just so it's not terribly long. So this video is going to cover the chapter 3 and chapter 8 assignments, and then the next video will cover the rest of the assignments. So as always, I'm going to encourage you to either spend some time in the chapter 3 or chapter 8 lecture videos, or go ahead and get into the chapter 3 textbook link, the PowerPoint, or the chapter 8 textbook link. So any of that to just get familiarized with the content, to be comfortable with what's going on. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the overview. So this week you do have a discussion board. So chapter 8 discussion, it's due by Wednesday for your weekly attendance, responded to classmates by Sunday. You have a chapter 3 assignment, a map assignment, and a program advisor assignment. As I said, this video is just going to cover these 2 assignments for right now, and then I will be back with a video that is going to cover those 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chapter 8 discussion forum prompt. So when you open that, it is going to look very similar to previous prompts. This time there are 4 topics. You are going to respond to all of them. So I know in the past you've had like a list where you've had to respond to like 4 of the 6 or 4 of the 8 or whatever it might be. You're going to respond to all 4 of these. And chapter 8 goes over writing and like learning to write, writing to learn, those type of things. And so that's why all of these are writing connected questions. So you're going to fill in each of these, your worst habits when writing. To overcome these habits, you will. So again, it's kind of like fill in the blank, but you're responding to all 4 topics: past writing, sentence level mechanics, writing process, and seeking help. Put your original response in there by Wednesday for your weekly attendance and respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. Okay, so that is your attendance and your discussion board post for the week. Your other assignment for this video is the chapter 3 assignment. You can do this in a Word doc, or you can just do like a comment area. You can see it's going to accept a file or a text submission. And this one is like kind of like a creative thinking piece, because that is what chapter 3 talks about. So this is on your own. This is the first thing you're going to do. On your own, create a list of 3 alternate uses for peanut butter, paper clips, and pen caps. So that is 9 things. 3 uses for peanut butter besides eating peanut butter, 3 uses for paper clips besides clipping paper, and 3 uses for pen caps besides putting them on a pen. So that's what they mean by alternate uses, 3 ideas for each item. Then you're going to gather a group of people. And so this is where you can be flexible. This can literally be people in your home. So if you have children, parents, siblings, spouses, whoever, it could be friends, it could be coworkers, it could be someone in this class that you reach out to via email. And you're going to facilitate the discussion where you are creating a list of alternate uses for each of those items as well. So try not to replicate your own, okay? So if you're doing this in a Word doc, I would like to see the ideas you came up with and then the ideas that the group came up with. Then you're going to compare your results to the group's ideas and answer these questions. Did you come up with more ideas, or did the group? For instance, like, were you able to come up with like way more than 3 for some of the items, or were you stumped? Did the group come up with more? Did the quality of the ideas improve in the group? You know, since you had more people, do you feel like they were better quality ideas? Were they more innovative? Like, were they more creative in the group, or were yours? And then which was more fun, creating your own list or like kind of leading the group ideas? All right, so please create the list so I can kind of have an idea of what you all came up with, and then make sure to answer those questions. All right, so that is all for this video. You want to make sure that you post your original response by Wednesday in the chapter 8 discussion forum and responded to classmates by Sunday, and then complete the chapter 3 assignment on this like creative thinking, alternate uses of those items by Sunday as well. I will be back to talk about just the map and the program advisor assignments.